Hi guys, welcome to another Feedback Friday. I haven't used this to record in a minute. I hope the quality and the audio are okay. But I'm here to share with you a very special book. If you want to know what I thought about Missed Me by Trevor Wiltzen, stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm not sure if you watched this little video here. I do a review of How to Runaway Girl, the first Mabel Dixon book. Okay, here's the thing, please go watch that. And secondly, please meet Mabel. She is such a freaking delightful character. She is a character that brings a smile to my eyes. Well, and my mouth too. That brings a smile to my face. Anyway, I just love her so much. She's no nonsense. She does what she believes is right. She is this waitress from the 80s. And yes, I picture Laura Dern in my head. And yes, I picture Laura Dern in my head when she's walking about and doing her thing. And I also hear on the background the Twin Peaks theme song. I'll link it down below from Spotify, and if you want to listen to that as you hear my review, it can be in the same mood I am when I read her books. Okay, I don't even know where to start. How about the synopsis? Okay, so Mabel is living her best life, she is owner of a motel/diner. She's doing her best, raising her 2 kids. She is a single mom of sorts for 2 boys, and she is also raising her niece as a guardian since her niece's parents passed away. She doesn't live in the best of towns. It is a town that is very much ridden and run by drug lord, racist, extraordinaire, the top of the minion skinheads pyramid thingy, Larson. I just noticed. Hang on. I can say that I hate Larson as much as I love Mabel, and that says a lot. So in this book, we start off with this other PI, I believe, that was in touch with the mother of a missing girl. He asks Mabel for help, and she goes and helps her. She wants to meet this mom. The mom is, I don't really believe you can help me. Nobody has done anything because my daughter is 16. She's missing, yes, but she's also involved with drugs. So everybody just assumed she either overdosed, died, or ran away. Now Mabel, she goes in full force trying to figure out what happened to this girl. And in her journey, she finds out that she's not the only one missing. There has been a total of 8 missing girls. And they all tie in with some drug background. And you know what that means? It means that Mabel is at it again. Okay? She's gonna go get the freaking Carson. Usual problems ensue. 1, Sheriff Gibson. He is something else. He does his job. Yes, he does his job. But is he basically in the pockets of the drug lord? Basically, yes, because, if you can beat them, join them. And he is not the only law enforcement on that bleep pocket. Okay, and in this book, the synopsis says, and I was here for it, Mr. Cowboy Gibson, is gonna have to take a stand. And a stand he'll take. But anyway, or maybe he didn't, and I'm not gonna spoil the book for you. But we go from there, and at some point, Mabel's niece also goes missing, which makes her even more invested in this investigation. Another thing too is as she approaches Larson to make him pay for his crimes, she doesn't have the support of many people. She is threatened, and most of the town support her, but some of them want to support her, but they know that if Larson is not in town anymore, they will lose business, money, life. What is that? Pressure cooker. Please read the book to know what happens, but now I'll give you my review. I am giving Missed Me a total of 4.5 mustaches, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I want to take a moment to appreciate Wilson's writing. It is, I mentioned this before, and he didn't let down. It is completely purposeful, intentional. I love the way he writes. There's not a comma out of place. There is no distractions or anything. He chooses a plot and he really sticks to it. So you literally reading the book that you signed up for. Even the twists and turns, they do not take away from that. So that's not something you see a lot. You have to appreciate that, and I do. Second of all, let's appreciate the fact that he's an indie author and that this book is self-published. You know what that means? It's also self-edit. I don't know how he edited this book, to be honest, because in my opinion, I didn't spot any mistakes. Things were there, and keep in mind, he had no one to read this book and edit for him or give hints. He had no outside view. That for me is so hard, I cannot imagine. Even when I write freaking email, I miss my mistakes and I need other people to point it out. So props for the writing. I really enjoyed the plot, and like I said, the execution was superb. It delivered. The characters, I really liked. I cannot stress enough how much I love Mabel and how much I hate Carson. And you know, like reading this book, I feel all the feels. The only way I can describe Wilson's writing is visceral. I feel it. Whatever he's telling, I'm feeling it. So I really enjoy when Mabel is at it. Does she cry too much, in my opinion, in this book? Maybe a little, but I'm an emotional person. I cry when I'm angry. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. So I can see why she cried a lot. I just hope that maybe moving forward, she just realizes that she's the boss. She doesn't have to cry as much. She can scream and channel her energy into anger. Yes. Even though maybe she's leaving her emotions, because anger is not getting into the discussion. But she is strong, independent, hard working, driven. She's a great mom. She's a very caring person. She's the definition of heart of gold, and you see all of that. So you love to see her on the page. Larson and his Goonies, not so much. They are so well developed that to a point, whenever I see them, I feel sick. I cannot imagine living in a town that is run by those people. I cannot imagine having the loom and gloom. Like, honestly, I would move away from that town if I lived there. I don't know why people are still there, because they make me sick to my stomach. They are disgusting. Disgusting. They are everything you think the scum of the earth is gonna be. Which, you know, props to Wilson for making me feel like that, but I don't like them. Wilson always play fair, but I'm gonna, you know, open brackets here, because here's the thing that I liked and didn't like in the book and affected my reading a little bit. He plays fair within the book. Yes? Yes, can't complain about that. However, this is the second book in a series. I think it might be a trilogy. There's a third one coming on. I don't know if it's going to continue. But if you're reading this in order and you're reading this as part of the series, you're good. However, there has been some spoilers in this one for the first one. Not major plot spoilers or anything, but there has been some comments about what happened before, what really went on, and the involvement on some of the characters that you thought was something in the previous book. But if you read this book first, you're gonna see that that character is not quite that. So you're not gonna be as invested in that character's development. I don't wanna say the name here because I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but there was just some mentions from the previous book and this one that I feel were slightly spoilery, even though not really, because you know who the bad people is. But I didn't really like that. So my wish is that now that Mabel is established, moving forward, if there are any mentions of her involvement with Larson and law enforcement in general, it would be more vague. But that's not too bad for something that I honestly, I really enjoyed it. This is a definition of unputdownable. His writing is so fluid that literally I get dizzy when I read these books because my eyes just don't stop. You don't stop. It just goes. If it is one of the most fluid writings I have ever seen. This book is an easy, 1 or 2 sitting reads. I really recommend it if you're in the mood for something like a good 1980s. Oh, I forgot to mention. It's a 1980s movie, guys. Not movie. It reads like a movie, but it's a book. And it is fantastic, atmospheric. I love everything. You can notice that he does research in it, even the dates. There are dates. Okay, I really enjoy that because you know exactly how many days it took Mabel to be involved in this case. And the date is accurate, yes, I checked. So there's the day of the week and the date in 1987, and they were accurate. I love it. Please, if you can, support a Canadian indie author. Pick up this book. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next. Oh, I forgot to say something. Sorry. I liked how Sheriff Gibson's starting to be more developed in this book. I hope, and that's what I wanted to just add, because I hope to see more development for him in future books. I really would love to see Mabel again, and hopefully she'll be sassier if that's possible and not cry so much, because she doesn't need to. She's a boss. And hopefully, I don't know how to say this. It's not a bad thing, but I don't like Larson. So if he's in the next book, that's fine. But I would love to see Mabel's series continue with standalones and different cases. They are not so real and upsetting, but it is what it is. He does a really good job, and that's why I just want to say sayonara to Larson and his Groonies and the world. Larson, he's something else. I know he is Mabel's nemesis, and I wonder, let's just say if I never have to see him again in my life, I would be very happy. He is really unlikable. Anywho, that's it. Sorry if my review is all over the place. I literally just finished reading the book, so this is my unfiltered review. I hope it makes sense. Pick the series up. And until next time, be the hummingbird, please come back on Monday. If any day you're coming back, come back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.